The Sunny Day Trust was set up because owing to land transport regulations, the drivers are not allowed to take money from their clients as they travel on the bus. So we needed a vehicle to connect the donations for the ongoing costs of the service. So the trust has been in place for since 2001, and I've chaired it since that time. Around about every 3 years we need to update the bus, or the vans should I say, get that one out, update the vans, and it's time to do that again, and it's a major expense. It's around about $100,000 by the time a vehicle is purchased and it's fitted out with wheelchair lift and seat belting and the appropriate seats for the clients who travel on the service. So I decided that we were over the small fundraising, it was time to do something big, and I approached Express PR to see if there was something that they had that might be a vehicle for us to raise some substantial funding. And they came up with the idea of this wonderful East Coast cookbook, which has been named Feast. The journey of Feast started back, it was talked about a bit last year, but we really got it underway in June of this year, asking locals and celebrities to submit recipes with stories if they were appropriate for publishing in this book. It took time to select through the recipes because we got far more than we needed. Then time needed to be taken to have some of them cooked, stylised, tasted to see that they were okay. We had two local chefs from Soho, John Talmarsh and Matthew Downer. Sorry, I've got that wrong. It's Downey, I think. And they created a lot of the dishes so that the photography could then follow. It's fantastic photography of the dishes, also of our district. It really portrays who we are, where we live, what we eat, from produce on the farm through to fish out of the sea. It is a wonderful, wonderful exposure of East Coast. It's really not a recipe book, it's a coffee table book. It's the sort of book that people will want to buy to send to family who have lived in Gisborne and are no longer here, to show just what we are and what we're about and what we've got. I think it looks like being an extremely successful fundraiser. I know from my point of view, leading up to this stage, it's had a lot of publicity. A lot of people have been asking me, how much longer till it's available, we want to get it for Christmas. So I expect that the sales will take off pretty quickly after the launch tonight. I hope they do. The other aspect of it, which has been really good, we needed a community group to just get in behind and support this project. And so Gisborne Business and Professional Women's Club were happy to come on board because they have a community focus and it was a project that they could support. Up until now they haven't had a huge involvement, but from now on we would say they're our marketing team, and they will be manning a stall at the farmers market every Saturday from now leading through to Christmas, and they will be using their networks out in our community to get those sales going, and that because our women in the club have got pretty wide-ranging networks, I think it'll be a great marketing base for us. From tomorrow onwards, it's available through all the bookstores, Muir's, Paper Plus, but it's $50. We'll have it at various places around town too, as I say, at the farmers market. We'll be approaching the likes of the wine centre to see if they would perhaps like to purchase half a dozen copies to have on their counter there so that they can be then on-sold. We will be looking for any outlet that we can, away from the bookstores as well, that might be happy to sell it on our behalf. A lot of the restaurants have advertised in the cookbook, so maybe they would be happy to have one or two on their counter just to promote their involvement in the book as well. So it's been a real community project really all the way, from the support that it's had and the contributions that have been made and the people who've been involved in its production.